Amanda here from Create Your Future. Guys, I have an exciting video on how to manifest an apology. And you know what? If any of you guys out there have any questions or video ideas, post them under my video. The social media team will send them to me and I will make a video on it. So I would like to know what you guys want to hear. What topics do you want me to talk about? Yeah, that sort of thing, okay? And comments about my lack of makeup are always welcome as well. So get quite the chuckle out of that. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys are here. If you didn't already know, we do have a free course, How to Identify Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It's a course that I wrote, and basically it's going to help you identify, what thoughts that you should be having and not be having in your mental diet. So like, for instance, one thing that took me a while to learn was that questioning is a block. Now, I'm not talking about questioning, what SATS is, or questioning how to do a mental diet, or questioning, what a bridge of incidence is. Like, those questions are fine. The questions that, we're talking about is, like, for instance, if you're trying to manifest your SP, questioning, do they like me? Do they want to be with me? Are they interested? Pardon me, all these sorts of things. Those questions are the ones that are blocks, because when you're trying to manifest something, you have to have a clear mental diet. Yes, Jerry wants to be with me. Jerry loves me. Jerry wants to talk to me. Jerry always texts me, instead of questioning, why aren't they texting me? Do they even want to be with me? I don't know, they did this. Maybe they don't want to be with me. See, that sort of mental self-talk isn't going to help you get what you want. It's not a clean mental diet, okay? So this course will help you to build that mental diet. A lot of people have got amazing success from it. It's completely free. Link is in the description, as well as, guys, I have a how to manifest money, how to get rid of the third party, and how to manifest your ex back affirmation tracks. They're on sale right now, as well as my course, How to Create the Relationship You Love. And I also have a mental diet journal, as well as another journal. They were around here. But anyway, if you click the link, they're all right there, as well as the many coaches on the team right now are having sales that are going to help you to basically create an action plan, figure out what your blocks are, and what thoughts, and your action plan to keep you accountable for what you want to manifest. I'm a big believer in coaching. I did like 2 years intense, weekly coaching to get myself into a place with a lot of self-discipline, and to really get, everyone as you pushed out, it like stuck in my head. I think that is so incredibly important, to be submersed in it, to watch videos, and to just take it in, because, I don't know about your lives, but I know outside of, like, work in my little bubble, well, it's different now with my family. They're starting to, like, get on board and read Neville and all of this as well. But before, even my friends, actually, some of my friends aren't, the way that I am. And it's easy to get sucked into the complaining and that way of thinking and not taking responsibility. Whereas, when we're in our LOA sort of law of assumption community and mindset, we're taking responsibility and we're changing our thoughts, and we're not going down the path of complaining, right? So, yeah, anyways, link is in the description. I stand behind every single coach on the team right now. I would definitely have coaching with them myself. They are absolutely amazing. But of course, you know what? You can always just watch our videos. We give everything away for free in our videos as well. So let's dive into this, okay? How to manifest an apology. So, somebody once said, look at, what, I've manifested this, so why do I need an apology? So, you did manifest it, but if you want an apology, you can have an apology. That is absolutely okay. Because part of this is, okay, so I used to know somebody, okay, and this person would always say, look at, everyone is me pushed out, so everything is my fault. Everything is my fault. So they would blame everything that they manifested on themselves. So if this person disrespected them, they were like, oh, it's my fault. I created it. It was my thoughts. And so what ended up happening is, because everyone is you pushed out, everybody in that person's reality would blame it on them. It's your fault. You did this. You did that. Okay. So one big part, okay, of being, like, creating in your reality and creating people to respect you and creating your boundaries and creating an apology, okay, is to intend that the other person takes responsibility for what they did, and then they apologize to you, okay? So what you're doing is you're not, just because you've manifested it and your thoughts create, and this is your quantum bubble and everybody is you pushed out, that doesn't mean that you blame yourself for everything. No, everyone's an actor in your movie, okay? So if you want them to blame you, then you go ahead and blame you. But if you don't want that, then what you need to do is you need to intend that they take responsibility and then they apologize, or they take responsibility for what they did and they forgive you. Say it's a breakup. Well, I intend that they take responsibility for their part in it and they forgive me. Or, you know, if they've disrespected you or done something that's hurt your feelings in some way, I intend that they take responsibility for it. They apologize to me and they say they never want to hurt me again, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is the same thing with setting up boundaries. We never set up boundaries by like basically verbally. If we verbally set up boundaries, we're pushing someone away because we've created them to treat us the way that they have in our mind. Okay. So let's say, for instance, you know, Jerry's always disrespecting me. He's always saying something rude. And then I go, Jerry, blah, 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 blah. Okay. He's acting the way that I've assumed that he's going to act. And now I'm going to verbally tell him, no. That you're always going to create more resistance and more of a wedge between you and what you want if you do it that way, okay? It's like having the relationship talk. A relationship talk usually comes from, they're not doing what I want. I'm going to tell them what I want and ask them why they're not doing it. And that's going to push them away because they're coming from, they don't want to be with you because you've got the rejection story. Then you're verbally going to, you know, basically tell them, why are you rejecting me? Change your mind. And you need to change your assumption about them before they're going to change their mind. So that's how you would set up a boundary. You sit down and you say, okay, Jerry has said very disrespectful things to me and he's never on time. Okay. I intend that he treats me with respect and he's always on time. And that's how you set your boundary, is you start saying, look, everyone's always on time. Everyone always treats me with respect, especially Jerry. Okay. So if people are, you know, crossing your boundaries, that's because you haven't changed your assumption about them. You haven't started intending that they're going to take responsibility. They're going to respect your boundaries. Okay. So you need to start changing that about your assumptions. Do you get what I'm saying? This all comes down to, you know, making sure that everybody in your reality is taking responsibility for how they're showing up, even though it was your thoughts that created it. That's not the point. They don't know that. What they know is they think it's their idea, right? So you need to go, okay, well, okay, you know what? My thoughts create and my assumptions are making this show up. What do I want to see instead? Well, I intend that this is my boundary. Jerry treats me with respect. He's always on time. I intend that he starts acting that way and he always respects my boundaries because he thinks I'm an amazing person and I'm good enough. And I intend that he apologizes and takes responsibility for every time that he didn't. Okay, so that's how you would manifest an apology. Okay, first of all, you look at the situation and you say, look, you know what? I intend that so-and-so takes responsibility. They see what they've done wrong. They realize they've hurt me and they apologize for it. And I'm good enough to have that. And it's going to happen. And it's going to happen now. And it also helps immensely if you shift into, you know, the apologetic state as well. Okay, so, you know, inside, you know, you've got to go, okay, look at, you know what? I feel bad. I created the situation as well, you know, as my thoughts, and I know they feel bad, you know, they're going to take their responsibility. So you can't get an apology from the stance of, I'm mad at you and I never want to talk to you again. Do you know what I mean? You can't put up that bubble around you, right? So you've got to let that bubble down, right? And you've got to shift into a neutral feeling about it, right? So sometimes that may, you know, require, you know, revising what the whole entire fight was about. You know what I mean? So every situation is different, but you want to shift to at least a partially neutral state about it. And when you shift to a partially neutral state about it, you want to intend that they take responsibility, that they apologize for it. Okay. I intend that makes sense. I intend that helps each and every one of you guys. I'm so happy you guys are here. Again, comment anything that you would like me to make a video on. Any video topics or anything like that. In fact, you can do that with pretty much all the coaches here. The social media team will send the coaches the video idea. So yeah, anyways, that's my video for today. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.